Hi everyone, my name is Risha. Today is the 13th of July 2025 and I'll be going over my weekly prediction of the SPY. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review the last prediction made 3 weeks ago and this one in more detail. As usual, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style since you may not be with mine. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Now, monthly charts we can see are very interesting for SPY. We see we had this long rally for around actually more than a year. Then we had a massive drawdown here, bringing the price almost close to 480, and we see that now in the past two and a half months we've rebounded back up to 623.62, actually making an all-time high. So we see that the MACD did turn negative, but now it has again turned positive, which is a very good indicator. Although this month hasn't closed, it is positive right now. And RSI, we see again overall it matches this price action that we're seeing, confirming what we're seeing here. So yeah, that's the monthly charts. If we move on to the weekly charts, we see sort of a similar pattern. We see this long-term upwards movement, massive drawdown, piercing line candlestick pattern, strong movement upwards. Now we are in this interesting kind of harami cross pattern at the top where we had a bullish candle with good volume. However, the next candle is a doji. So we do need to keep that in mind. The MACD, RSI are definitely positive. However, since there is a doji here, this signals some indecision and confusion in the market, so we will need a breakout to increase confirmation or to give some confirmation as to which direction this market's going to go, if it's going to continue pushing upwards or if this is going to be a short-term reversal downwards. Similarly, moving on to the daily charts, we see how this price action progressed in more detail. We see there was some massive volume here. However, since this price has rebounded upwards quite significantly, and in fact we have this window of price action here where there had been no comebacks. There was a small attempt to break this here. So matter of fact, we can actually draw this rectangle here. We see that this is the area, price action, where there was actually there was nothing. So this is the window that the Japanese call. So if price fully breaks through this window, this would be a massive support to break through. Matter of fact, that's not even fully accurate, so let me actually make this better. Yeah, but now where we are in this price action is another steep movement. However, we see the MACD histogram starting to decline, but we do know that this is not necessarily an indication. We do need to see a cross. RSI is definitely bullish, so that's confirmation on that front. If we move over to SPY here, you see we'll buy if it crosses 626.9, and we'll sell if it falls below 613 with a target of 1%, trailing stop loss of 0.5%. If neither the target or stop loss hits, then we will close on Friday. The weekly and monthly trend is up. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.